Yo, dude, how's the new Oh my God. Are you okay?
Yeah, man. Never better. Why?
Dude, you unironically look like SpongeBob when he had the suds. What are you drinking right now?
Uh, Milk?
Why do you have milk in it? Never mind, dude. You look genuinely sick. You need to call a doctor or something.
Nah, man. I'm just chilling with my milk.
No, dude, I'm literally reading an article right now. Apparently some Stanleys have traces of lead in them. I think you have lead poisoning.
No, dude, no lead. Just milk. No lead. No lead in here.
But dude, you look like you're dying. And you're fucking dead. Well, at least your bones are strong. Stanley Cups, the pop figure of every white woman in America, is under fire for some insane stuff that's come to light about them recently. I was not expecting this in the slightest, considering Stanley Cups have the structural integrity of an actual M1 Abrams tank. So, hearing the fact that there are chances that people have found traces of lead in the cup is detrimental for their brand and kind of insane to hear. You know, lead, the stuff that's in your grandmother's house paint that makes her brain all mushy, yeah, it's in your child's cup, and their brain's gonna be mushy as well. But I mean, to be honest, I got microplastics in my bloodstream. We all got something going on in our body that shouldn't be there, but lead's really bad. Like, really, really bad. Just go on Twitter and look at the comment section of any post anywhere. You can see the terrible detrimental effects of lead in the mass population. But it is a troubling situation, and I wanted to dig into it in a video because it isn't as cut and dry as the cups are made of lead. It's not like they just took like a mold and just filled it with lead and just stamped it and opened it and it was just a colored pink cup like a cartoon. It is a little more niche than that. It's a little more nuanced, and I wanted to talk about it in a video so you guys know how to be aware of this and can avoid, you know, dying to lead poisoning, because I want my subscribers to be alive and healthy. You're safe, homies. You're safe with me. But first, allow me to take you down just a slight rabbit hole. Call yourself Alice and call me the one guy with the big hat. The Mad Hatter. What? That was literally the easiest name to not get. That's crazy to me. But anyway, the Stanley rabbit hole has been going on for quite a while, and it kind of all got jump-started because of last year, when a woman's car, you know, got firebombed. It got burned and destroyed, and the only thing that survived was a Stanley Cup. And she posted the TikTok, it went viral, and the CEO of Stanley notoriously responded with the TikTok saying, hey, we're going to replace your car and give you some Stanley Cups. And after that, Stanley kind of jumped up in popularity. I know Stanley was already a popular cup, and actually quite an expensive cup too, that a lot of people really liked, but it only really hit the mainstream once that happened. I feel like that is arguably the one pivotal moment that jumped it up into popularity, which led to what happened this year when Stanley's went on sale with the special Starbucks pink cup, which caused people to start jumping over the register and stealing them, which I covered in a previous video, this one right here. I'll just let you listen to it really quickly.
Guys, this is insane. Look at this dude, stupid. Get him, get him.
This dude, this stupid. Don't hurt his feelings, though.
Stop him, stop him, stop him.
Get him! And brought down by the lumberjack in the side. He's an undercover. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's a crazy situation. That was actually a heist. Not really, but a dude who jumped over a register in a Target and stole a Stanley Cup. A singular Stanley Cup. And that is where the ruckus erupted. That is where all of that stemmed from. Him stealing one $50 to $65 cup. And it's only gotten worse from there. People have been buying them literally everywhere, with some Stanley Cups having prices go anywhere from $150 to $200, which is absurd, but not in any way absurd compared to the one I saw online for $1,000. And you know the difference in the cups? Nothing. There's no difference. It was just a $1,000 cup. People were just selling it for gouged prices. It's insane. People are obsessed with this giant metal containment thing, which is crazy because you can get it for much less. This isn't a Stanley. I didn't know what it was. A few videos ago, I was swinging it around and asking what it was, and people saw this mountain on it and told me it's an Ozark. I only thought that was a show on Amazon, so imagine my surprise when I realized they made cups styled off of it. Not really. I think this is just its own standalone brand, which inspired me. I'm actually like an Ozark fan now, because just in Walmart yesterday, I went and bought an Ozark knife, so I got like the collection going. I'm like white girls if they were a man. I don't know. And all of this culminated up to the most recent development with Stanley's. Not the lead one, but the one right before that I actually have not talked about in a video, where a woman had been caught and arrested for having stolen $2,500 worth of Stanleys. Yeah, that's right, 2.5 racks worth of Stanleys. She just lobbed into a cart and ran out of the Walmart as fast as she possibly could, and then was pulled over on the highway with a trunk full of them, which I find so goddamn funny because the art that I see everyone use, it's an image. The image I see everyone use to, like, talk about this story is this one, which makes me laugh every single time. I get a little bit of a chortle because it... They set the cups up like it's a drug bust. It's like a money spread, and it looks like there's like a Febreze can mixed in there. It's just such a strange instance, such a strange occurrence. I don't know where the other article is, but I saw an article with an actual screenshot of all the Stanleys in the back of her car, which I think is also hilarious to me. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. It's like in the front, in the back. She actually literally got the cart, ran to her car, and just took it and went like... And then got in the car and drove away as fast as humanly possible. Unfortunately, that fast as humanly possible is what got her pulled over and caught for stealing, like, I don't know, 50 or 60 of them, which equates to 2.5 racks. It's just... so absurd. The obsession for these cups is actually, it should be studied. But anyways, you guys let me yap too much. Why would you allow me to do this, chat? We're 5 minutes into the video, and I haven't shown you the lead in the cups yet. Here is where I first learned about this. See, I saw a tweet online that was a screenshot of a Facebook post that says, I saw another post on, so we're going down the goddamn rabbit hole, on social media talking about Stanley's having lead. So I ordered some test swabs on Amazon, and this was my results. I rubbed it on the inside of the cup where the drink is. I tested Yeti, Arctic, and Stanley. And the Yeti and the Arctic remain yellow, resulting in negative for lead, and the Stanley did not, showing a black tip for lead in the cup. So there is a trace of lead in some Stanleys. However, there is not a trace of lead in all Stanleys. I saw a TikTok of a woman who actually decided to do her own test after seeing this go viral, and drumroll please.
I did my own lead test, swabbed it, and fortunately mine did not contain any lead.
And then for the rest of the video, what she does is she tests the rest of her cups, also others being other brands of tumblers, and getting positive results for lead. So this might be something that people use in every tumbler. This might not be something where Stanleys are specifically in danger. I did a little bit of silly clickbait for the title of this video. Not really, because I'm learning about this as well. But it seems like this is what is used in all tumbler cups. And this is actually because of multiple different reasons. See, apparently lead, as said by some of the articles I've read, is actually used in the production process for Stanleys. So when they're putting them together like a Lego character puts together a ship in Lego Star Wars, they actually use lead in the tools, I assume, as well as the production process. But that is not where people are finding the lead now. There's that, but there's also the whole added benefit that this little sealant, see this little rubber sealant in the bottom of the cup? Apparently, if that gets damaged or removed, there's a small little cute lead ball in there. And, you know, don't touch it or eat it or you'll die. Oh my god, oh! I just choked my own spit too. Why? That was such terrible timing. I think that Stanley's trying to assassinate me. Oh, they made me choke on my own spit. Oh, I'm crying now. But apparently Stanley came out with a statement saying they're working on finding an alternative metal or an alternative element to try and replace the lead in the cups. Which is great. I'm happy to hear you're trying to improve yourself. It's always good to look for a better solution. But Stanley, level with me for a minute. I feel like it would have been a little more intelligent, maybe just a little more safe, to have told us that there's a lethal dose of lead in the cups that you're selling us. Because, like, you know, you advertise it as being explosion-proof. You advertise the cup as being able to survive a car fire. And yet, if it takes a little bit of damage and the lead gets exposed, I could die of lead poisoning. Which I would argue is not a great experience. I'd like about a 1 out of 10 on Yelp. So, you know, maybe let us know next time. It's great to see you want to do better, but inform the public when they're in danger. And I know some of you are probably curious as to what lead actually does to the human body, considering the most that I've heard about it is that it makes you feel no good, it makes your brain think no good. So I wanted to look a little deeper into it. And the first thing I wanted to think about and look into was what is the lethal dose, or at least the toxic dose of lead. And I got a number I don't understand, which is convenient because I'm taking chemistry this semester, but it got this number that says 10 micrograms, I assume, per deciliter. So 10 micrograms per deciliter, a deciliter is 1/10 of a liter, is not a lot at all. And wanted to look into what actually happens when you get affected by things like this, and the list goes on and on and on. In the Mayo Clinic website, it talks about lead poisoning causing things like developmental delay, learning difficulties, irritability, which is just me on any other day, but, you know, go off, queen, loss of appetite, weight loss, sluggishness and fatigue, also me on any other day, but, you know, go off, queen, abdominal pain, vomiting, wow, they're just explaining my life, huh? Maybe I actually have lead poisoning, constipation, hearing loss, seizures, and then eating things such as paint chips and aren't food. What? You start chowing down on paint chips? What, do you, like, source more lead? Is it, like, an addiction? What the hell? What else does it do? Okay, so symptoms in adults: high blood pressure, joint and muscle pain, difficulty with memory and concentration, headache, abdominal pain, mood disorders, reduced sperm count, so you'll be nutting less, that's unlucky, and then miscarriage, stillbirth, or premature birth. You know, your baby no come out good, the same way your brain no worky good. Lead does not do good things for the human body, which is truly unfortunate considering it's an excruciatingly plentiful metal. Like, it's everywhere. In fact, actually, I believe in most dirt, like ground, earth, it's about 20 parts per million. However, in most urban areas, like places where humans live, it's near 100 to 200 parts per million. So it's 10 times more evident and around in places where humans are. I can only assume because we've stained the earth with our humanly doings. Now, what do I think you guys should do? Well, I definitely recommend testing the cup if you have a Stanley, because it's just dangerous. In fact, I honestly, low-key, want to test this Ozark, because they said they tested other tumblers and got similar results, and I don't want lead poisoning. I already struggle with microplastics in my blood. I'm probably not going to pee correctly in 20 years. So I don't want to also have the problem of, you know, lack of sperm count. I don't want to have a miscarriage. I can't really do that, but I don't want to have any of the other detrimental effects, like, I don't know, weight loss or something. Actually, that's kind of nice. Maybe I should start eating paint chips. That sounds like a good idea. But anyways, homies, all jokes aside, I just want you guys to be safe. I highly recommend getting a lead test if you do own a Stanley. Honestly, if you're feeling kind of sussed out, check any tumbler, because I don't want you guys getting lead poisoning, because that's bad, and people being harmed is not happy and not epic in the slightest, I would argue. So thank you guys for being here. I'm probably going to wrap the video up for now because I've basically said everything I needed to say. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. If you liked the video, consider liking it to catch me on your homepage more often. And if you want to subscribe, do it! I'd love to see you around. I actually, for this video today, did so many less takes than usual. I've decided to keep in a lot of my stumbles and mess-ups, and I want to know if you guys like that. I tried to let myself be a little more unhinged than the usual super down-to-the-wire perfect videos I try to make. So let me know if you liked that, and let me know if you want to stick around for more, because I'd love to see you in future videos. But anyways, thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, and stay safe out there, guys.